chapter number 7, thermal properties of matter. Now, first thing, what is heat and temperature? So first we discuss about the what is heat. So basically, so when we heard the word heat, that time, so we can think about the summer. So generally we can talk the more heat in the summer. But exactly heat means what? That we have to discuss. So basically, heat is the form of energy transferred between two bodies due to difference in temperature. Heat is the form of energy which transfer between two bodies due to difference in the temperature. For example, when we are considering one body is at higher temperature and one body is at lower temperature, then heat energy always flows from body at higher temperature to the body at lower temperature. So let me see it with the help of one diagram here. So you can see the heat flow here. So this is a body at higher temperature and this is body at lower temperature. Then heat can flow from higher to lower temperature. So here, so this is the direction of the heat flow. Then after that, what is temperature? So basically, temperature is the physical quantity which measures the degree of hotness or coldness of the body. It's more the temperature, more the hot body. Less the temperature, we can say that a body is a cold body. It can also be defined as thermal condition of a body which determine its ability to transfer heat to other bodies. It is the property which determines the direction of flow of heat between two bodies in thermal contact with each other. It exactly means that, so when body is at higher temperature, means it has a larger tendency or larger ability to send the heat. So that is the temperature. Means basically temperature in single word degree of hotness or the coldness. Now here, you remember one term here, thermal equilibrium. So the word thermal equilibrium. So generally this word is not useful in this chapter. When we learn next thermodynamics chapter, this thermal equilibrium is very important. When we say that two bodies are in thermal equilibrium, when temperature of body 1 is equal to temperature of body 2, then they are said to be in thermal equilibrium. Now, when we are checking someone's temperature, so you know that human body having a temperature 37 degrees Celsius, then so when we check the temperature of another person, so and we feel no difference, means both the bodies are in thermal equilibrium. But if someone's temperature is more, then that we can immediately feel. So basically temperature is a scalar quantity. Now we can distinguish here heat and temperature. So temperature is the thermal condition that determines the direction of heat flow. Temperature determines the direction of heat flow. Means you know that higher temperature to lower temperature heat flows. So heat is basically the energy. If you see the energy of the unit of the heat, energy unit is joule. Heat is a one type of energy which can be measured in joule. And heat is transferred from higher temperature to lower temperature. So temperature is average energy of the particle and heat is total energy of the particle. Temperature is degree of hotness and heat is a energy, basically form of energy. Unit of temperature is Celsius, Kelvin, Fahrenheit. Unit of heat is joule. SI unit is joule, but generally we can use calorie also. Now let's see one MCQ based on whatever we covered till this. The first MCQ is heat is a form of energy transferred between two bodies due to difference in, and the options are, I hope you must be able to decide the answer between these two. So heat is a form of energy transfer between two bodies due to difference in. It is transferred due to difference in temperature. When temperature difference is there in the two bodies, then only heat can flow. And heat flows from hot body to cold body. Means higher temperature to lower temperature. Now next one. When two bodies have same dot dot, then they are said to be in thermal equilibrium at each other. Definitely you are able to answer it based on the previous articles. Now next question is, temperature is the dot dot physical quantity. And the options you can see here as below. This is very easy MCQ. Just we already discussed in the previous concept. Basically, temperature is a scalar quantity that we learned in the previous, as well as in the chapter 1 measurement you already covered. Temperature is fundamental quantity also, because 7 fundamental quantities are there in the SI system and temperature is there. So obviously the answer is coming, and which is both B and C are correct. So this is the right answer. Now next article we have to start, and it is measurement of temperature. The measurement of temperature. The science of temperature and its measurement is called as thermometry. Thermometry means where we measure the temperature, that you remember. And the instrument is the thermometer. The instrument we are using to measure the temperature is the thermometer. Here, thermo means heat, and meter means measuring device. You know that electric meter. Meter means device basically. Thermo means heat, and meter means a device. So heat measuring device means a thermometer. Now here we discuss about the temperature. So you know that to measure a temperature, we are using an instrument, and it is thermometer. Thermometer having a different type, liquid in glass thermometer. So you already know that a liquid thermometer. For example, you are using a mercury. Whatever the thermometer you can see in a laboratory, if silver color liquid in a thermometer means it is a mercury. And if you see a red color liquid in a thermometer means it is a alcohol thermometer. Basically, we are using a liquid and which is mercury or alcohol. Next type of the thermometer may be a constant volume gas thermometer. So it's a gas thermometer basically. And the third one is resistance thermometer. So resistance thermometer, generally nowadays every person having a clinical thermometer at our home. So that thermometer shows a digital reading. That digital reading thermometer is a basically resistance thermometer. And here you note here thermometer scale. We generally uses a following scale. First one, thermometer measure temperature in Celsius. It measure temperature in Fahrenheit. It measure temperature in Kelvin also. Means three different types of the temperature scales are there: Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin scale. And all the three scales we have to learn in detail in the next article. Now let's see question based on this. The equivalence of two systems in thermal equilibrium is represented by the property of. Listen here, just we already covered this. Thermal equilibrium means same temperature. What is the device which measure temperature? And everyone know that we are using thermometer to measure the temperature. Barometer generally used to measure pressure. Calorimeter used to measure energy, heat. So I don't know for what anemometer is used, but here the answer is thermometer for this question. Now we have to change the article. Ideal gas equation and three scales of temperature. Three scales means which? Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. All the three scales we have to learn. Now first one is Celsius scale. Now let me learn Celsius scale in detail. Now when we consider this is ice, and you put up a blank thermometer in that ice. So I consider this is a blank thermometer. So this is liquid thermometer we are consider. When we put this thermometer in ice, so the liquid rises up to this point. Liquid rises up to this. So this is what ice point. And you know that ice point is at 0 degrees Celsius. Now after that, we have to start boiling this water. We have to start heating this water. When this water is get heated, then this liquid start rising in a thermometer. And when this water start boiling, this liquid in a thermometer attain a fixed value. That is called as boiling point. This is called as boiling point. And you know that boiling point is at 100 degrees Celsius. For water, the boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. And the distance between these 2 points, is divided into 100 equal parts. Then each part is called as 1 degree Celsius. Each part is called as 1 degree Celsius. इसका मतलब क्या है? आपको एक ब्लैंक थर्मोमीटर मैंने दिया था, पहले आपने आइस में रखा तो एक टेम्परेचर राइजेस अप टू दिस. So this point we mark as a 0 degree Celsius, and then we start heating the same water. Then water start boiling. That time this thermometer liquid rises up to this height. Then we mark this as 100 degrees Celsius, and interval between this 0 to 100 is divided into 100 equal parts, and each part is called as 1 degree Celsius. So we can write then 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees Celsius. Same 100 parts, we are divided this into 100 parts, and every part is called as 1 degree Celsius. I hope everyone understood the Celsius scale. Now similar manner, second thing we discuss Fahrenheit scale also. So what is the difference in the Fahrenheit scale? I use a different color pen here. So the ice point is marked as 32 Fahrenheit. And here when water start boiling, this point is marked as a 212 Fahrenheit. And interval between these two divided into 180 equal part. And that one part is called as 1 Fahrenheit. The one part is called as 1 Fahrenheit. I hope you understood Celsius scale as well as Fahrenheit. Means here ice point in Celsius scale is 0 degrees Celsius and in Fahrenheit scale is 32 Fahrenheit. Boiling point on Celsius scale is 100 degrees Celsius and Fahrenheit scale it is 212 degrees Celsius. Now here we can discuss here. You can see here ice point 0 degrees Celsius for Celsius scale and 32 Fahrenheit for Fahrenheit scale. And number of divisions. When we do it 100, then it is Celsius scale. And when we divide it into the 180 parts, then it is Fahrenheit scale. So this is the boiling point. So this is boiling point. And this each interval is called as 1 degree Celsius or 1 Fahrenheit, that you remember. Now next one also we discuss Fahrenheit scale. Just we already discussed here boiling point is 212 Fahrenheit for this Fahrenheit scale, and for Celsius 100 degrees Celsius. So steam point or boiling point for degree Celsius 100 and for Fahrenheit 212 Fahrenheit. And you know that ice point is 0 and 32 respectively. So you can see here 32 Fahrenheit and 212 Fahrenheit. They are the ice point and steam point or the boiling point. Now, ideal gas equation. So we already learned ideal gas equation in the previous standard also. PV is equal to nRT. This is the ideal gas equation. Now in this equation, so here P stands for pressure, V for volume, T for temperature. You note here this temperature is in Kelvin. Temperature having a unit Kelvin. So this temperature is also called as absolute temperature. N is the number of moles. R is the ideal gas constant and it is constant, that you remember. So we can write PV is equal to PV by T is equal to constant, or you can write N into R. N is a constant and R is also constant. So PV by T is equal to constant we get. So by that we can write here P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. So this is the we get by gas equation. Now you remember here when the temperature is constant. Now here the gas equation you have PV is equal to nRT. So when temperature is constant, then we can write PV is equal to N is constant, R is constant, T is constant. PV is equal to constant. And this is called as Boyle's law. Or the same equation we can write P inversely proportional to V. This is also Boyle's law. You can see here the Boyle's law is this PV is equal to constant. Now here we have to discuss the third scale and it is Kelvin scale. It is also called as absolute temperature scale. Now you note one thing here. At constant volume, so you know that PV is equal to nRT. So this is constant. So when the volume is constant, then P proportional to T, or you can write P by T is equal to constant. Now here, So let I draw the graph here, P versus temperature, pressure versus temperature. So as this relation is P and T, they are proportional. So we get a straight line. So this is for gas A, we get this type of straight line. For gas B, we are getting this type of straight line. For gas C, we are getting this type of straight line. Because here P and T, they are proportional. P proportional to T. So this is a relation. Now here, every time this line starts from a particular temperature, and that temperature is called as absolute temperature. So which is 273.15 Kelvin or minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. Also we can write. So minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. Now here, it is also called as 0 Kelvin. So it is also called as 0 Kelvin. Now you can go through this line very carefully. This minus 273.15 degrees Celsius is called as absolute zero. It is called as absolute zero. Or absolute zero means what? 0 Kelvin is also called as absolute zero. Okay? And here the P pressure is 0 and volume is 0. I hope everyone understood what is absolute zero. Now, similar manner, this here we consider this gas equation PV is equal to RT. We consider volume is constant. Now I can change the parameter. I keep the pressure constant. Now we keep the pressure constant and let me observe what we get. Now see here, we are keeping a pressure constant. So at constant pressure. Then at constant pressure by gas equation, we can write V by T is constant. By this PV is equal to RT. nRT I can write or RT. So if the pressure is constant, I cut the pressure. R is already constant. So V proportional to T. Or we can write V by T is equal to constant. Now if you plot a graph of this, again these are the proportional. So we get a straight line. Now here, for gas A, this is a straight line. For gas B, gas C, we get this type of lines. When we are drawing a graph of V versus T, then every time again this line start from particular point and that point is again absolute temperature, absolute zero basically. Means it is minus 273.15 degrees Celsius or 0 Kelvin. I hope everyone understood this Kelvin scale. So basically Kelvin scale and Celsius scale both are similar. Only the thing is here, the zero of the Kelvin scale is at minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. The interval, temperature interval is same. So when you are converting the degrees Celsius to Kelvin, so you have to add this number. Minus means plus 273.15. Generally, this 1.15 we are not considering. We are directly adding 273 as a round up number to convert it to Kelvin. Now we compare all the three scales, means Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin scale. So this is general formula to compare all the three scales. Now what is the general formula? Here, unknown temperature on the scale. Means when we are considering, this is a Celsius scale. So this is the temperature in Celsius. When we are considering temperature in Fahrenheit, this is temperature in Fahrenheit or temperature in Kelvin. So any temperature which we want to convert. So ice point, you know that in the Celsius scale it is 0 degrees Celsius. Then on Kelvin scale it is 273 Kelvin, and on Fahrenheit scale it is 32 Fahrenheit. Steam point everyone know. On degree Celsius scale it is 100 degrees Celsius. On this uh, Kelvin scale it is 273 plus 100 means 373 Kelvin, and on Fahrenheit is 212 Fahrenheit. So ice point everyone know. 0 degrees Celsius, 273 Kelvin, and 32 Fahrenheit. Now, by using that, we can write a formula. Celsius scale, I can write temperature in degrees Celsius minus 0. So minus 0 means ice point. So this is ice point. So same formula. And divided by steam point 100 minus ice point 0 is equal to, in Kelvin, how we write in Kelvin? Temperature in Kelvin minus ice point is 273.15 divided by steam point is 373. So here we already written it. 0.15 minus 273.15 is the ice point. It is equal to, in Fahrenheit, the same you can use. Temperature in Fahrenheit plus 32 divided by 212 minus 32. You can see this is, after this substitution, we get this formula. This is very important formula. Which you have to remember. So this is the interrelation between the scales, means temperatures. Now we compare all the three scales simultaneously. So here, this is a Kelvin, K for Kelvin, degree Celsius, and this Fahrenheit. So water boils. At what Kelvin water boil? It boil at 273 plus 100, means 373. 0.15 is also written here. And in degree Celsius, 100. In Fahrenheit, 212. Body temperature, human body temperature. In Kelvin, it is 310.15 Kelvin. In degree Celsius, 37. And just we already discussed, in Fahrenheit, it is 98.6. Then water freeze, means ice point basically. It is in Kelvin 273.15. In degree Celsius, 0 degree Celsius. In Fahrenheit, 32. Absolute zero. In Kelvin, it is 0. In degree Celsius, it is minus 273.15. And in Fahrenheit, it is minus 459.60. It is the absolute zero.